Hi, Taylor T. Carlson, and more heavy metal vinyl on the way today, this time with a classical twist. Today we're looking at Metallica S&M 2. Metallica, of course, in the late 90s put out their S&M concert where they teamed up with a live orchestra to put a new spin on many of their old favorites. Now they're back at it trying this again. And in the meantime, of course, 20 years or so have passed and they've since put out several new studio albums as well. So we'll do a quick unboxing of this and I'll share some of my opinions on the release. First of all, here's the front cover. Here's our back cover with our track list. This is a quadruple vinyl set, so yes, 4 discs worth of material. And then we'll go ahead and take a look inside. Got some beautiful inner gatefold photos. Here's the first gatefold. Right here we've got our second gatefold. And last but certainly not least, the third gatefold. And I forget whether this came with a booklet or not. I'm just taking a look in here to see what's there. Yeah, there is a booklet in here. Yeah, S&M 2, photographed by Anton Corbin. Not sure who that is, but these shots look great. Nice shot of Lars behind the drum stool there. I'm not going to show off every single page in here, just sort of giving fans a general idea of what to expect. Here's a nice photo of the band on stage with the orchestra. Cool shot of Rob on the bass right there. And there's also a digital download card here. It's got the same artwork as the front cover. And then right there, I'm not sure I even knew this was in here, so I've got to cover up the code because I'm probably going to redeem this myself when I finish making this video. And how does this concert fare? The Metallica lineup of James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, Kirk Hammett, and Robert Trujillo has stood since 2003 without any lineup changes since then. Of course, James and Lars were there from the beginning, and Kirk Hammett joined for the recording of the band's first album, Kill 'Em All, way back in 1983. This is one of the strongest lineups the band has ever had, and they've continued to impress on live stages around the world, and I was really happy to see them going back to the S&M concept, which they explored so beautifully so many years ago. And when they originally did that, they actually recorded 2 new songs, one of which was No Leaf Clover, which became sort of a hit unto itself. In 1999, that was the new kid on the block. Now, 20 years later, that song joins alongside the other Metallica classics, pretty much being a classic itself now. The track list on here, admittedly, it skews a little toward some of the more recent stuff, which is both good and bad, but some of the older albums get a little underemphasized. Like, the only track from Master of Puppets that's actually on here is the song Master of Puppets. I would like to have seen some of those older albums get a little more representation, but I guess I can go back and listen to the first S&M if that's something I want. But yeah, of course, as far as the track list goes here, you have like the obligatory Ecstasy of Gold intro from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Classics like Call of Cthulhu, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Even some more recent stuff like, The Day That Never Comes, which was off Death Magnetic. Hell, even that album's not really new anymore. And then, even The Memory Remains from the Reload album gets represented here, which is kind of a nice surprise. And there's even a chance for the orchestra to shine because they perform without Metallica accompaniment, the Scythian Suite. I'm not super knowledgeable about classical music, but one of the guys who's in charge actually gives a little intro explaining what that piece was about, and I found that to actually be pretty interesting. And then one of the big surprises on here is a cover of Anesthesia Pulling Teeth, which was originally a Cliff Burton bass solo, here performed with classical instruments in tribute to Cliff, probably my highlight of the entire show. And then you got, classics like One and the title cut from Master of Puppets. And then you close it out with a medley of 2 tracks from the classic 1991 Black Album, which are Nothing Else Matters and Enter Sandman. This performance does not disappoint. I don't think Metallica fans will be disappointed with what they hear here. Again, I think some of the more recent albums maybe get a little overemphasized, but overall I think it's a pretty good selection of tracks from a diverse mix of albums. Metallica fans are going to like what they hear. Are you a Metallica fan? Have you picked up S&M 2 yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also remember to subscribe to my channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and give this one a like if you found it helpful or interesting. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.